Hello biscuits, it's Cupcake Kamisama back here, and technically this is an unboxing in that things will be taken out of the box. As you can tell, it's already open. What happened was I had very impulsively spent some money on wigs on TAOBAO. And I did not expect them to arrive as quickly as they did. So before we get into the wigs themselves, and I will try all of them on, as well as show them just like this, I'd like to very quickly give a review of the shopping service that I've used, because I have used a different one, new to me, which I hadn't heard about before. I thought, let's give them a try. I have the basic information on my tablet so that I don't forget anything. So I've used a shopping service called SuperBuy. Their website is just superbuy.com. And in terms of how you order, they work very much like any other shopping service. It's quite automated. You copy the links, you put it into cart, it translates things for you, It can be a little, not necessarily off-putting, but it can overwarn you a little bit. For example, when I was putting these into my online shopping cart, it kept showing me a pop-up window saying some of the items in this shop might be counterfeit. None of them are, as far as I'm aware, but oh well. But everything else, the entire process, communication, it was smooth as you'd want. They did take some pictures of the items when they arrived, which is fantastic. The main reason I decided to go with them is that SuperBuy doesn't have any service fees. You heard that correctly. I have no idea how they're managing that, but everything that I'd paid was just the cost of the items, domestic postage, and then the international postage. Not a single service fee to be seen. And I thought, that is a bit too good to be true, so let's test them, and it seems like everything went fine without problems. And when I said earlier I did not expect this box to arrive as quickly as it did, I placed the order on May 29th and paid for it straight away. On Saturday, June 1st, I'd gotten emails saying that all of these have arrived in a warehouse. And I'd paid for international postage. It was that same day for me, but it was evening, so with the time difference in China, it would have been already June 2nd. Now, the only negative point I have to say about them is that I never got a shipping notification. I selected what looked like airmail, they called it something different. And I think it had something like up to a 15-day estimated arrival time. I thought, I'm not in a hurry. It was cheap considering that this is quite a heavy package. And SuperBuy did say this is an estimate of the shipping cost, but if it turns out that you've overpaid, we'll refund you the difference. And I never got any information from them about any potential refunds. I never got a tracking number or, like I said, a notification that things had been posted. So I thought that it was still just sitting in a warehouse. But on Friday, June 7th, this arrived. And it's also the reason why I've opened it, because there's no customs declaration on it whatsoever, even though I have filled one out, as far as I remember. Again, since I had no tracking number, I couldn't really compare. It was heavy, and I didn't anticipate it to be this. I opened it to check, and lo and behold, Everything inside is packed securely. They have kept the original boxes that things are in. So let's get on with the unpacking of it. Plenty of bubble wrap inside. This I presume to be the only thing in this order which is not a wig. I got a wig stand. Oh, actually, yeah, it's worth mentioning that all of these wigs and the wig stand are from a shop called Dalao Home. It's my first time trying them, although I had seen other com members have wigs from them and they looked amazing in person, so I thought, let's give them a try, especially considering the price, which was beautifully, beautifully low. As expected, it is the wig stand. I'm not really going to unpack it, it's just one of those stick with a mushroom things. The wig stand cost me 13 yuan, so I assume this is quite a standard price for things like these. Now, there should be 5 wigs in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bye bye. 5 there are. All of these are packed inside a white box, just like this, that says Dalao Home. I've no idea which one is which. The little preview window there doesn't necessarily give me much of an indication. Although I have some suspicions. Seems like I'll need my scissors, so let me just get those. I'll probably start with the price, because for 5 wigs and the wig stand plus domestic shipping, I paid 305 yuan, which at the time was, I think, roughly £40, thereabouts. Which £40 for 5 wigs and a wig stand. Considering that some of the Dream Holic wigs, for example, can cost about £40 new if you buy them from the international store, it's pretty good. But we'll find that out when we see the quality. I have no way of telling which wig is which. Like I said, I only have inklings. And so far, one inkling turned out to be right. These are just the little clippy hooks. And that makes me think that this must be the half wig that I ordered. And it is. Oh, so the ones, the clippy things I showed you are spares, and there are clippy things sewn on to this. So this is a half wig. I think it was literally just called that. The colours they had available for this were natural black and mocha brown, and this is the mocha brown. Now it is way darker than my natural hair colour. I'm not sure if this will pick up on it correctly. However, this little clip-on fringe is also technically darker than my natural hair colour. And they might just about go. Now the first thing I've noticed is that this is beautifully soft. This is positively silky. And although there's a little sheen to it, it does not look plasticky at all. The camera might not do it justice right now. but it does look really natural. It's quite thick. Just running my fingers through it feels really nice. The reason I got that is I want to have a go at, well, I thought sometimes you might just want extra volume, extra hair, and that would be perfect for this. And if this turns out to not match my hair but match the clip-on fringe, I thought maybe I could just tease it and use it as a, what's it called, hairpiece when doing Kima style, to do that Kima bump. So far I am absolutely more than satisfied with the quality. This half wig was 42 yuan 80. I'm not sure what the pence equivalent of yuan is called. Sorry. No idea which this could be. Oh, so this time, because it's a full wig, there's a wig cap and what looks like a care tag. So on one side it just has this. On the other, do you see at the bottom there's laundry instructions. So I know that I can wash it at 30 degrees Celsius. Probably wouldn't stick it in the washing machine, but it's good to know. I think this will be the short wig. It is. This is very short. So this is the Eudora wig, and the colour, they've called this colour honey pudding, which is this sort of warm, lightish, natural brown. There are short bouncy curls just there, and a little bit of a fringe. Have a look. The fringe isn't particularly long, so it might be that it will be just the right length on me and might not need additional cutting. I'm not sure what this style of wig cap is called. However, you can, they've mimicked skin on the parting, which is quite interesting. I think looking from afar, I wouldn't really think anything of it. Again, the hair is very, very soft and silky. What camera sees as quite shiny in real life looks just healthy sheen, glow, and it's really beautiful to comb through. I feel like of the wigs that I have, I'd compare this to Lock Shop. Sorry, I've pulled the hair out. Like the Bright Lily wigs that I have are great enough, but they're not quite as petably silky. Like, you don't want to really keep brushing through it. Whereas the Lock Shop one that I have, you just want to keep brushing and brushing. And I'm having the same with this one. Now, I got this because I thought sometimes you just can't be bothered with doing your hair, but also it might be too warm for a long wig, or you just want to still look fairly natural, and a little short style like this, quite fun, it's quite playful. All you need is a hair accessory and you're ready to go. So I'm very much looking forward to trying this one on. And that one was 58.80. Yeah, basically, except for the half wig and one other wig, they were all 58.80. And right now, having felt them, I completely understand why my friends were so obsessed with that shop. So far, Dalao Home is a complete winner, and I've not even put a single one of these on. I think this will be the one that was most expensive, I think. Okay, so this box hasn't quite survived the journey very well. Again, there's a wig cap and a care tag. As you can tell, this one's blonde, because I realised that the only blonde wig I have, well, technically wigs, I have this very, very fluffy bright lily one, which is great, but because the curls are so tight, I'm really terrified of brushing it out, because I feel like it'll then just look like a poodle and have this old, really cheap, short bob in like honey blonde. And sometimes you want something more princessy. Yeah, so this one is called, I'm just looking at my cheat sheet, Anlya. A-N-L-Y-A. That one was 62.80. And I believe that this colour is called Flax Blonde, which is quite, I want to say, cool tone. And looking at it from this up close, I can see that it's a mix. So there are some that are almost, some strands that are almost platinum, some that are more just very bright, very light blonde. It's long, I think they said 60 something centimeters. Very gentle waves. And again, it has that fringe and the parting. So silky and so smooth. I think this, I'm always really scared of getting blonde wigs, because having not been blonde since I was about 4 years old, I have no idea what kind of blonde would suit my complexion, and I feel like it's much easier to get it wrong with blonde than it is with like browns and black. So there's always that sort of, oh, what if this blonde will just look awful on me? But I have a feeling this one will be quite flattering. I'm gonna leave this one for last, because I can tell which one that is, and do that one first. Wig cap. Oh, there's a brochure. DalaoHome.TAOBAO.com. So the brochure just tells you how to put the wig cap on. Sort of explains the inside of it. There's sincerely look forward to your coming next time, but everything else is in Chinese. Either way. This is the other long wig. And in case you can't tell yet, it's black. Now, this is the colour that Dalao Home has called natural black, and if you're East Asian, this will certainly be natural black for you. I think on me this would be more like just raven black. I think what they also mean is sometimes black hair can have either a blue shine to it or a brown shine to it, depending on what kind of black you're wearing. And I think this one has neither, from what I can gather. Which might be why it's called natural black. Right. This model is called Miss Becky. I think it might just about be as long as the Alia one. But as you can tell, this one has no fringe. That's the sort of open center part design. And the parting is still there. And I got this one primarily because sometimes when you do gothic looks, you want black. Or maybe even if you're doing classic or sweet, sometimes you just want black hair to give those other colours a chance to pop. Although I primarily got it for gothic, maybe classic, because again, that fringe-less design. There are some shorter strands around to frame your face with. These are so soft. Honestly, might be obsessed with Dalao Home now. This is gorgeous. And the last one. This one I'm not entirely sure what the name is, because the translation it came up with was Prince and Girls Encounter, and essentially the listing was for like a couples set. So you had the Lolita wig and the orgy wig for the girl and the boy style. They were both the same colour, which is flax blonde. I got the girl style. Although the boy style was quite cute as well. Ooh, this one has a tag, which the other ones do not. But the tag just says colour. And this one is a ringlet wig. Now, I can't say that I'm dying to do old school Lolita, but I have this idea, and I thought, well, it's so cheap, it can't hurt to have it, and obviously you can use ringlet wigs for all kinds of looks, not just old school. Now, as far as I know about old school looks and ringlet wigs, this one is a bit softer in style, so as you can tell it sort of goes flat and then gently curls into the ringlets, whereas people who are really like die-hard old school, I think they prefer when it's essentially quite flat around, like as near your scalp as possible, and then it goes into this harsh tight ringlets. Like this one sort of unravels a little bit, whereas your proper old school almost stays spirally. And like the best one of those styles that I've seen is either Gothic Lolita wigs. Not gonna spend that money or support that company. And I think the company's called Maple, and I think it's a Japanese one, but I think they are similar price at least to Gothic Lolita wigs. So I thought this, it's $58.80. It can't hurt. It's beautifully soft. Again, the flax is that sort of mix of natural colours, the fringe, and it's so soft. Yeah, I'm quite excited to try it on now. And that is it. 5 wigs, 1 wig stand, domestic postage for £40 for beautiful quality wigs. Yeah, sign me up anytime. fully envision myself going back to Dalao Home and ordering more. If you think that that might be you, I'd just say be very, very careful, because I wasn't planning on buying 5. I thought I'll get 1, maybe 2, just to try them out, and everything was so beautiful and so reasonably priced that I just couldn't resist. And I will definitely be using SuperBuy more. At least from now on into the foreseeable future, they'll be my go-to TAOBAO shopping service, because they're reliable, they communicate really well, they have lots of payment and lots of shipping options, and the one that I picked got here insanely fast. And how can you beat no shopping service fees? You just can't. So I'll forgive them the lack of shipment notification, because everything else was just that good. And I'm sure it was probably just a hiccup, and maybe if I'd messaged them they'd let me know and give me the tracking number. Not that I really needed it, clearly. So I'll wrap this video up here so I can go try these on and film the try-ons. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please make sure to like this video, comment on it, subscribe to the channel. I aim to do at least 1 video a month, and these days with the Around Your Wardrobe in 30 Coordinates challenge, not only does it look more likely, but also it means that you're not just getting unboxing videos, you're also getting some lookbook videos. So I'm expanding and doing more of a variety of things these days. If you want to encourage me to continue doing that, and maybe to continue expanding into other video types, then consider buying me a cup of coffee. A link to my coffee page is in the description box below. And as always, I encourage all of you to check out my blog, which is Cupcakes and Unicorns, where you'll find more Lolita content. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!